Max Lowe set up shop at 42 Fulton Street on the southern tip of Manhattan, the neighborhood was very different from what it is today. The area now known for Wall Street, the South Street Seaport, numerous historic sites and tourist attractions, was then a densely populated, bustling commercial center. The reasons for this are quite clear, as the location, at the convergence of the Hudson and East Rivers, and with easy access to the Atlantic, was ideal for the shipping and receiving of goods. This also contributed to the concentration of businesses in the area catering to the needs of the nautical trades, and also supported jewelers, watch case makers, tool dealers, and many others who relied on shipping for access to a worldwide market. The neighborhoods of Lower Manhattan were extremely crowded, with as many as 700 residents per acre. They served as a starting point for recent immigrants, with various ethnic groups concentrated in specific neighborhoods. These enclaves provided a familiar atmosphere among others with a common background, customs, language, and goals, among them establishing a foothold in their newly adopted country. Max was born in 1889 in the town of Stanislau, Austria. At a young age, he exhibited a keen interest in mechanical objects and later studied watchmaking with his uncle. At the conclusion of his studies, he left for Switzerland in order to further refine his watchmaking skills. He arrived in New York in 1912, and by 1920 had set up shop as a watchmaker and jeweler at 42 Fulton Street, New York. Years earlier, this address had been that of Bliss and Creighton, who are well known for their chronometers. It is not known precisely when Max turned his interest to chronometers and related instruments, but it would seem a logical line to pursue, being in such close proximity to shipping and other nautical concerns. If his watch repair business had suffered as a result of the Great Depression, this may also have been a factor in focusing his energies on chronometers and related instruments. At the beginning of the Second World War, the U.S. government found that they were far short of the numbers of chronometers and other types of timekeepers required for the war effort. They enlisted the help of Chelsea and Seth Thomas, and also sent invitations to others, among them M. Lowe Incorporated. The firm met the challenge, and the majority of the chronometers delivered to the Naval Observatory were found suitable and subsequently purchased by the Maritime Commission. Following the war, the firm continued to service and deal in military timepieces. Magazine advertising of the 1950s and 60s shows that much of their business was disposing of military surplus, targeting the civilian maritime market. Lowe purchased the firm of chronometer makers T.S. and J.D. Negus in 1962 and continued well into the 1970s, having received license from Plath of Hamburg to manufacture sextants under their name in the U.S. Most of the instruments which were sold and maintained by the Lowe firm are now relics of a bygone era, having been supplanted by computers and GPS. But in 2016, the Navy again began teaching celestial navigation classes, which include instructions in the use of the sextant. While this will not be the navigator's main tool, it could be used if computer systems fail or their correct functioning needs verification. The sun and stars served navigators long before the modern age, and will always be available for the purpose, even if modern technology fails. For more information on this or any other item in our upcoming sale, please visit www.roschmitt.com.